You must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you. So now we've come to the cash envelope method. The idea of the cash envelope system is to assign a specific amount of cash to each category, then only spend what's in that envelope. Once it's gone for the month, it's gone. Just like time on social media, we are teaching ourselves when to say yes and when to say no with money. The first thing to do is write down what we plan to make each month and what we plan to spend each month, and then also put those items into categories. And then I have those same categories, but each written on a different envelope. And these are written in the priority in which we do them. Priorities can be different for you, and that is totally okay. So let's say your first paycheck just came in, and you were given $500 for your paycheck. How do we split this up into all the categories? Well, we can start with our priorities first, and then whatever is left, we move in and fill in the other ones. So let's start with charity. A lot of times people for charity like to do 10% of their income. So 10% of 500 is 50. 20, 40, 50, and put that in the envelope. We put $50 of our 500 into charity, and we labeled that we have indeed put $50 in there. Next, we have food. Let's say we consume about $50 per week of food. 20, 40, 50. Next, we come to rent. Now, usually this is due towards the beginning of the month, so we'd like to pay this off in full. So we're going to take as much as we can of this to fill the rent entirely. So in this case, it would be 300. 100, 200, 220, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. And that would go into rent. And since these ones are completely filled, we can just mark a check mark, meaning we've completed it. Next on the list, we have utilities. And this one is 50, so we would take $50 from what's left and put that into utilities. Next item is debt. We probably don't have enough to complete it, so we can just count the rest, what we have, and then write it down here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 41, 32, 33, 50. Now the rest of these, we will fill these up when we get our next paycheck, including any of our previous categories that we have not yet filled up. If you followed through with everything taught so far, you should already see great improvements in your discipline with money. However, if you want to take it to the next level, I would encourage tracking down actual income and actual expenses as they happen. This will let you detect patterns in your spending habits and identify where to cut back and where to spend a little. In 2020, when people ran for the toilet paper instead of the food, I don't know what they were thinking there. Like, maybe in case of emergency, I'm gonna eat this toilet paper. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
You know it when it gets here.
Gotta get that sandwich deli
In my belly.
Oh, super hot fire. Today, we're gonna be talking about, what about Corey?